Did you know that a group of cats isn't just a bunch of cats, but it has a specific name, a clowder? Yes, you heard it right. Now, you might be wondering why a clowder? Well, just as we have unique terms for groups of different animals, a pack of dogs, a herd of horses, a flock of birds, and a school of fish, cats have their fair share of the limelight too with the term clowder. This term, clowder, has an interesting origin. It's traced back to the Middle English word clodder. And where does clodder come from, you ask? It's derived from the root word clot, which means a lump or a mass. Now picture a bunch of cats huddled together, almost forming a lump of furriness. That's probably where this term got its inspiration from. Now it's common knowledge that cats are generally solitary creatures, preferring their own company to that of others. But in the wild, cats can sometimes be seen moving about in family units. And domesticated cats, when living in multi-cat households, form complex social structures. So the term clowder comes into play to describe these intriguing feline gatherings. But here's a fun fact. Clowder is not a commonly used term. You won't hear it in everyday conversation. More often than not, people just say group of cats. But isn't it fun to know that there's a special term for it? It's like being part of a secret club, where only the true cat enthusiasts know the lingo. So next time you see a group of felines, remember you're looking at a clowder. Now that we know what a group of cats is called, let's delve into the origin of clowder. The term clowder harks back to the Middle English word clodder. To understand why clowder is used to describe a group of cats, we first have to understand what clodder means. Clodder originated from the word clot, which is used to describe a mass or a lump of something. Imagine a chunk of clay or a blob of cream, that's a clot. So how does this relate to a group of cats? Well, if you've ever seen a group of cats huddled together, you'll know that they often form a kind of mass or lump. Whether it's for warmth, protection, or just plain old companionship, cats in a clowder seem to merge into a single entity, much like a clot. This visual similarity likely led to the use of the term clodder to describe a group of cats. Over time, clodder evolved into the modern term we use today, clowder. It's a fitting description capturing the unique way cats group together, forming their own little world. You might be wondering why we need a special term for a group of cats. After all, we don't typically use unique words for groups of other animals, right? Well, actually we do. Dogs form packs, wolves also form packs, horses gather in herds, sheep flock together, birds form flocks, and fish swim in schools. Each of these terms captures something specific about the behavior or characteristics of the animal group. Similarly, clowder captures the distinctive way cats form groups. It's a testament to the unique social structure and behavior of cats, setting them apart from other animals. Just as a clot forms a mass, a clowder of cats forms a fascinating feline mass. It's not just cats that have an interesting term for their groups, many animals do. Let's take a journey across the animal kingdom and see how collective nouns for groups of animals vary. Just like a clowder of cats, each animal group has its own distinctive name, painting a vivid picture of the group's behavior or characteristics. First off, we have the pack. This term is commonly used for a group of dogs. But did you know it's also used for a group of wolves? The word pack suggests unity and cooperation, which is a key survival strategy for these animals. Moving on, we have the herd. This term is typically used for larger animals that travel in groups, such as horses, elephants, and deer. The word herd evokes an image of a large number of animals moving together, usually under the guidance of a leader. Next up is the flock. This term is often used for groups of birds or sheep. The word flock provides us with a mental picture of a group moving in unison, just like a flock of birds flying together in the sky or a flock of sheep grazing in a field. Finally, we come to the school, a term used for a group of fish. The term school portrays an image of fish moving synchronously, swiftly changing direction, and maintaining their formation, much like students in a school. As you can see, each animal group's name is more than just a label. It's a snapshot of their behavior, their interactions, and their way of life. So, the next time you see a group of animals, whether it's a pack of dogs, a herd of horses, a flock of birds, or a school of fish, you'll know exactly what to call them. Next time you see a group of animals, you'll know exactly what to call them. Cats are known for their solitary behavior, but they can also form social structures. This may come as a surprise to some given the often independent nature of our feline friends. However, delve a little deeper into the world of cats and you'll find a wealth of social interaction and structure. Wild cats, for instance, often operate within family units. These are usually composed of a mother and her offspring, working together to hunt and protect their territory. It's a fascinating dynamic to observe, as these usually solitary creatures band together for survival, forming a clowder in the truest sense of the word. On the flip side, domestic cats, especially those that are kept together in the same household, also display a unique social structure. While they might not need to hunt or protect a territory, they still establish a hierarchy within their group. This hierarchy is often based on factors such as age, size, and personality. For example, an older or larger cat may assume the role of the dominant figure within the group, while a younger or smaller cat might be more submissive. These dynamics can change over time as cats grow, their personalities develop, or new cats are introduced into the environment. It's a constant dance of negotiation and renegotiation, all within the confines of their shared space. But it's not all about dominance and submission. Cats within a clowder also form close bonds with each other. They groom one another, share resting spaces, and even engage in play. These are all forms of social interaction that strengthen the bonds within the group and contribute to the overall harmony of the clowder. In essence, a clowder is more than just a group of cats. It represents a complex web of social interactions, hierarchies, and bonds. It's a testament to the fact that despite their reputation for independence, cats are capable of forming deep and meaningful social structures. So, a clowder isn't just a group of cats, it's a social structure. You might be wondering, do people actually use the term clowder in everyday language? The straightforward answer is, not really. The term clowder is rather specialized and not common in daily conversations. It's one of those words that are more likely to appear in a trivia quiz or a crossword puzzle than in your everyday chat about cats. Most people, when referring to a group of cats, will simply say, a group of cats. This phrase is straightforward and easy to understand. It doesn't require any specialized knowledge about animal group names, making it more accessible for everyone. However, clowder does have its moments in the limelight. For instance, it might be used in a more formal or academic context, such as in a research paper or a nature documentary. It's also a favorite among animal enthusiasts and cat lovers who enjoy delving into the intricacies of feline behavior and language. Furthermore, the term clowder can add a touch of whimsy and sophistication to your language. Imagine you're at a party and you spot a group of cats huddled together. You could say, look at that group of cats. Or you could say, look at that clowder of cats. The latter certainly has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? In books and literature too, clowder might be used to add a dash of flavor to the writing. It can give readers a little jolt of surprise and delight, making them pause, think, and perhaps even reach for a dictionary. So, while clowder might not be a word you'd use in your daily life, it's a fascinating term to know. It's a testament to the richness and diversity of the English language, and a reminder of the unique and complex social behaviors of our feline friends. So, while you might not hear clowder every day, it's a fun and unique term to know. We've learned a lot about clowders today. It's been an exciting journey, hasn't it? Let's take a moment to recap on what we've discovered. We started our adventure by delving into the meaning of clowder, a word so intriguing and unique, it's used to describe a group of cats. We unearthed its origin, tracing it back to the Middle English term clodder, which essentially means clot. Just as a clot forms a mass, a clowder of cats often appears as a unified cluster, hence the name. We then compared this term with the names used for other animal groups. From a pack of dogs or wolves, a herd of horses, a flock of sheep or birds, to a school of fish, it's clear that the English language has a special way of acknowledging the collective nature of different species. One of the most fascinating aspects we explored was the social structure and behavior of cats. While cats are generally known to be solitary creatures, we learned that their social dynamics can be quite complex, especially when it comes to feral cats, or those living in multi-cat households. We also touched upon the usage of clowder in everyday language. Although it's not a term you'll likely hear in your daily conversations, it does add a touch of sophistication when you're discussing your feline friends. Instead of simply referring to a group of cats, why not impress your peers by calling it a clowder? But let's not forget, while clowder may not be a common term, it certainly offers a charming way to appreciate the collective beauty of our beloved cats. After all, language is all about expression, and what better way to express our love for cats than with a term that acknowledges their unique gathering? Remember, a group of cats isn't just a group, it's a clowder. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.